Hey guys, so welcome to my Q&A. This will be the first of probably many. If you're wondering where these questions are coming from, they're coming from my Instagram, which is at kcc.fitness, and will be linked in the description. So, jumping into my first question, who is your biggest inspiration? My biggest inspiration would definitely have to be my parents and my family in general, just because they've provided for me all of my life, and I want to be able to repay them someday for all of the things that they've put. Next question is, how did you get into fitness? So a while back when I was younger, I used to watch the Shaytards on YouTube, and at that time, Carly Styles, which is Shay's like niece or something, I don't actually know, she was dating Steve Cook, and obviously Steve Cook is huge in the fitness industry, he's very popular. So I started watching Steve Cook's videos, and from that I just came across different fitness YouTubers and different videos, and eventually just fell in love with it. But I've kind of been into fitness all of my life just because I've been playing soccer, so I've had to, do the workouts, do things in the gym with my team, and agility work, and just eventually I fell in love with it, and that's where I am today. So yeah. The next question is, where do butterflies go when it rains? I have no idea. Next question is a really good one actually. What do you do after a day of overeating? So after a day of overeating, like I had this weekend for my birthday, I just go right back on track to how I usually eat. If you follow macros, then go back to your estimated calculated macros, whether that's in a gain phase, a loss phase, or a maintenance phase, whatever you need to do to reach your goals. And the main thing I think to take away from this is to not restrict yourself, because that'll just get you in the cycle, especially if you have a problem with binging. It'll be restrict, binge, and then that'll just completely keep happening, and you won't ever get out of that cycle. So don't drastically lower your calories or cut things out of your diet to compensate for what you overate for a couple of days really, because in all honesty it won't make that much of a difference in the long term. What are some good workouts for beginners? So for beginners, I always recommend they start out with full body workouts just to make sure every single muscle group's getting hit. Primarily weight training. If they want to throw in cardio or in a fat loss phase, then that's fine too, but I would focus primarily on weight training to get that strength up, and to start building some muscle mass, especially if they're brand new to it. And then once they get more experienced, then I would move into a split of whatever kind you like or whatever you think is most optimal for you. What is my favorite meal? So we're talking like a free meal. I would probably have to say, pizza, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really crave anything, since I allow myself to have pretty much anything I want within moderation. So yeah, I guess pizza. Who do you want to be sponsored by? So this is kind of a tough one for me to answer, because I don't really have any specific companies I want to be sponsored by. Really, whatever comes along the line, whatever types of opportunities come along, I guess I'll have to make the decision then. But I want my goals, my aspirations, and my beliefs to line up with them, and for the company that I do decide to be sponsored by to have a very good message that they're trying to convey. I'm nowhere in the position to be sponsored right now, especially with how small my following is, but eventually someday I hope to be, and someday hopefully to create my own brand. But for now, I'm just gonna do me and preach what I have to preach. Next question is, what is my favorite body part to train? By far, shoulders. I just absolutely love it, and I'm really trying to bring them out, so shoulders would definitely have to take that. I also do like training legs, call me crazy, but I just love to get like out of breath, sweat on, and be able to really feel like I got in a good lift. So this next question also ties into the question after that. So how many days do you work out? Right now I work out 5 days a week. It's a little more complicated, but 5 days a week with 2 days of soccer training, whether that be goalie training or regular team practice. But more soccer will be included within this next week, actually, because high school season starts, and with that it'll be much more busy. So this will definitely be changing, but for now, 5 days a week. What is your split? Like I just mentioned, I train 5 days a week. So my split is push, pull, legs, bis and tris to get more volume in, just because I don't feel like the push and pull I get enough in. Plus I'm trying to grow my arms because they're a weak point for me. And then shoulders get their own separate day because I'm really trying to grow those, bring those out, and just be able to bring a good package. Next question is, what are your fitness goals? So eventually, not anytime soon, but I want to compete someday, whether that be in bikini or figure. Preferably both. Start out in bikini and then move on to figure, because figure is just a little more specific. You have to have that good V taper. You have to have, all these types of insertions. You have to be very, very lean for that. I would also like to open up my own gym, own business someday. And that's basically what I'm trying to build myself towards, and keep that in mind with everything that I do and everything that I'm about, because really that's my overall goal one day. Next question is, what are your macros? So I don't follow macros right now. I stopped tracking just because I wanted to have a little more freedom with my diet. I'm not eating like a complete idiot, but I just want to have more freedom. But when I was tracking, they were 120 grams of protein, 225 grams of carbs, and 55 grams of fat. And I want you to keep in mind that that's specific for me. That's specific for my goals, my daily expenditure, and my specific body. They're not going to be the same for you or for anyone else, just because we're all different. We all have different requirements and different goals. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're listening to this, because I don't want people getting the wrong idea and thinking that my macros will provide the same results for you and vice versa. Next one is, what are your favorite things to do outside the gym? So as I mentioned before, I play soccer, so that's definitely one of my favorite things to do. That's what I originally fell in love with, and it's forever stayed a passion for the past 12 years of my life that I've been playing. I love to do the normal teenage things, hang out with my friends, go shopping, go to the movies, watch Netflix, relax, and yeah, just overall, I like to spend time with my friends and my family. Have you had to deal with weight distribution? Unfortunately, yes, I have. There was a time in my life where I had to gain about 20 pounds. So yeah, I did have to deal with weight distribution, quite a bit of it, over a relatively short period of time. But yes, I have. And if you want me to do a video on that and go into further explanation, I definitely will. Next question is, what type of music do you listen to while you work out? So I listen to a lot of upbeat, fast type music to keep me concentrated in the zone and keep me hyped up during my workouts. So whether that be rap, whether that be a lot of mixtapes or edited music, whatever, it's just whatever I'm feeling in the mood for that day. It could be Justin Bieber one day, and it could be Tyga the next day. It doesn't really matter to me. What is your max bench and squat? To be honest, I don't really know, because I don't train for strength, and I'm more of a hypertrophy based type of person, just what I enjoy for my goals specifically. But that's a good question. I'll probably have to test that soon, but I'm by no means a strong person. My PRs aren't impressive, and that's not what I don't train for strength, and I'm definitely by no means a power lifter. So yeah, to be honest, I have no idea. The final question is, do you have a workout schedule? So like I said before, yeah, I have my split, which is 5 days a week, but my workouts really do have to revolve around soccer and my soccer training, what I have going on that week, and tournaments, games, etc. Basically because I made a commitment to the teams that I'm on, and I need to be in my prime position to be able to perform my best. And if that means that my training, my lifting has to take a back seat for a little while, then so be it. But that's what I really have to focus on right now, because that's my main priority. And even though I love lifting and training, if not more than soccer,